power, left hand, fingers together, friendship, tucking in the thumb, humility. Fist into the palm, welcome, welcome. Good to see everyone. Nice group here today. Lovely day outside, isn't it? Beautiful day. A little windy, but that's all right. So, standing in the Wuji position. Pardon me. Nice gentle bend in our knees. Tucking in the pelvis, head lifted by the silk thread, breathing from the belly. Inhale the hands up, and then exhale, relax the hands down. Good chance to work on your posture. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, hands up over the head, pushing down on the feet simultaneously. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Nice and slow. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale to the heart, and exhale. Inhale, exhale the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Giving a big hug. Inhale the arms up. Keep inhaling as you open the arms up. Exhale, pushing the hands together. Keep exhaling the arms down. Keep looking straight ahead. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. One more time. Inhale the arms up. Keep inhaling as you open the arms up. Exhale, pushing the hands together. Keep exhaling as you float the hands down. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Left hand up, right hand down. Exhale. Inhale to the heart. Now reverse that. Right up, left down. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to the heart. And exhale. Inhale, nice and slow. And exhale. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. Keep looking straight ahead. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and slow. Slower, better, right? Gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. So I'm about halfway. Where are you, right? Inhale. And exhale. Let the hands float down, almost like a butterfly. Inhale. And exhale. There you go. That's our deep breathing exercises. Anybody who's not breathing, raise your hand. See, it worked. So, little tip that might help you. Sometimes when you feel like all your weight's going on your heels and you're kind of tipping back, one thing you can do to help yourself is to bend the knees even more. So when you feel yourself starting to tip back, if you kind of bend the knees, sink down a little more, that lowers your center of gravity. A lot of times we're locking our knees out, and so we start tipping back. So we bend those knees, keep those knees bent. That helps lower the center of gravity and kind of helps stabilize us. All right. So just a little tip, like, throughout the day, if you feel like your weight's going back on your heels, bend the knees. That can sometimes help make a huge difference. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me get a drink of water real fast. It is. You're the yes man, right? All right. So you ready to go? Yes. Thank you very much. Warm-up exercises, chin tuck to get us started. Floating the hands up, shoulder height. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. And then we sink the chin down to the chest. 2 more times, floating the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest. 1 more time, floating the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sinking the chin down to the chest. Looking side to side, starting in the prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Watching the left hand going over the left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And then we come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, watching the right hand. Going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. Make sure you're turning the neck as you do this. Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And then coming back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. Prayer hand position. One hint that might help you. When you're doing this exercise, you're looking off into the distance. So I'm holding the Tai Chi ball. I'm looking straight ahead of me. Looking at this logo is a really good thing to do. When I'm looking to the left, I'm looking out onto that wall, like where that light switch is. And when I'm going to the right, I'm looking out into the parking lot. So don't look down at the ground. Look straight out in front of you, all right? So prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top. Left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And then we come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down left. And we come back to center, back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles, bring the shoulders back and then up, then forward without leaning forward and down. Keep looking straight ahead. It will help you. Shoulders back and then up, then forward and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Now reverse. Shoulders forward, then up, then back, and down. Noisy exercise. Forward, up, back, and down. One more time. Forward, up, back, and down. Beautiful. All right. Gathering chi, reaching for infinity. Gently reaching out, reaching up, opening, expanding the body, and slowly relax the hands down. Once again, gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down. Keep looking straight ahead as you do this. One more time. Gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down. Very nice. Touching heaven and earth, lifting that head by that silk thread, expanding the spine, helping our posture, all right? Prayer hand position, left hand up, right hand down, gently floating the head towards the ceiling. And then coming back to center, right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And we come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down, floating that head towards the ceiling. Keep looking straight ahead. Coming back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And we come back to center. Pause for just 1 second. Relax the hands down. When we have the hand up over our head, you don't have to be reaching, trying to touch the ceiling. Just gently curve the arm over the head. So my hand is directly over my head, but my arm is a nice, gentle curve, no strain on my shoulder. This is a really good way to also protect the head, all right? Which becomes more important as we get older, okay? So from prayer hand position, the left hand up, right hand down, stretching the spine. Keep looking straight ahead. And then we come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. Let's do it one more time. We're having so much fun. Left up, right down, stretching the spine. Or I'm having so much fun. And then coming back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And then we come back to center, back to prayer hands. Relax the hands down. Carrying the ball side to side, not moving the hips, moving the upper body. All right? Does everyone know where their belly button is? All right, exactly. Because we have some doctors here if you don't, all right? They've been trained to tell you, so, but that's all right. If you know, that's awesome. So you're turning your belly button from the left side to the right side without moving the hips, all right? Prayer hand position, Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, gently turning to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and then gently turn to the right. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top, gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and gently turn to the right. Awesome. Make sure you're not moving the hips. Turning the ball over, left hand's on top, gently turn to the left. And then we turn the ball over, right hand's on top, and gently turn to the right. And then we turn the ball over, we come back to center, back to prayer hands. Relax the hands down. Awesome. All right. Shake those legs loose. All right, we're going to do one more exercise before we sit down. So, leg strengthening exercise. Great way to practice balance. Very helpful with leg strength. Make sure you're holding onto the chair. Make sure you're keeping the body straight. Make sure you're keeping a bend in the knees. Don't lift and lock that knee out, all right? Keep a bend in the knee. All right, so from the Wuji position, I'm going to weight shift, bring all my weight to the left leg, bend in the left knee, holding onto the chair if you need to, right foot cat stance. Make sure you're not leaning. Keep that body nice and straight. Tapping the right toe to the front, empty. And back to the cat stance. Keep looking straight ahead. Tapping the right toe to the side, empty. Keeping all the weight left. And cat stance. And then tapping the right toe behind us. Keeping all your weight left. Don't have any weight on the right foot. Nice wide stance. Good job. Cat stance. And then back to Wuji. Other side, weight shifts to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, cat. Use that chair, stay safe. Pardon me. Tapping the left toe to the front, empty. Keep all your weight right. Don't have any weight on your left foot. And back to cat stance. Stepping out, empty to the side. Keep your weight on the right. And cat stance. And tapping the left toe behind us. My right, your left. And cat stance, good wide stance, good job. And then back to Wuji. Awesome. Any questions about that? Want to do chapter 2? All right. So be safe. Stay within the, we have several different journeys here, so stay in your comfort zone, okay? We're shifting weight from one side to the other as we do this. So make sure you go slowly. Think of that sand through the hourglass. It goes very slow. The sand doesn't just like shift to one side, shift to the other. It kind of flows to the other side. So think about that as we're doing this, all right? So weight, thank you. Weight shifts to the left, right foot, cat. Tapping the right toe to the front, empty. Then setting the right foot down without any weight on it. Now shift all of your weight gently to the right, which allows us to tap or float left foot. And then setting the left foot down without any weight on it, shifting weight to the left, right, cat. Same thing to the side, stepping out empty with the right foot, setting the right foot down without any weight on it, all your weight's left. Now shifting your weight to the right, keeping the body straight, all the weight's on the right, tap or float left foot. And then setting the left foot down, shifting the weight back to the left, right, cat stance. Tapping the right toe behind us, empty, plenty of space between the feet. Good job. Setting the right foot down without any weight on it. And then we're going to shift our weight to the right, keeping the back straight, tap or float left foot. And then we set the left foot down without any weight, shifting the weight to the left and right, cat. And back to Wuji. Very nice, very nice. All right, other side. Weight shifts to the right, bend in the right knee, left foot, cat, meow. Tapping left foot to the front, empty. Setting the left foot down, use your chair, stay safe. Weight shifts to the left, all your weight is on the left, which allows you to tap or float right foot. Setting the right foot down, shifting the weight back to the right, and left cat. Tapping the left toe out to the side, empty, use your chair. Setting the left foot down without any weight on it. Now shifting all of your weight to the left, which allows you to tap or float right foot. And then setting the right foot down, shifting the weight back to the right, left cat. One more. Tap the left toe behind us, empty. Setting the left foot down, keeping all the weight on the right, no weight on the left foot. Then shifting all your weight to the left, keep the back straight, tap or float right foot. And then setting the right foot down without any weight, shifting all the way to the right, left cat stance. And then back to Fuji. Isn't that fun? Isn't that awesome? All right. Go ahead, shake those legs loose. We can have a seat. We'll do some seated exercises. We will do the hokey pokey later, yes. Holy moly. Pardon me? Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. Pardon me? Mm-hmm. Awesome. That was physical therapy? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. That's awesome. One of these days, the physical therapists are going to get really smart, because when you sign up for, like, your doctor can actually assign you some balanced physical therapy. But you only get so many trips to the physical therapy before your insurance says, nope, we're done with that, right? But there's still people that need balance work. Tai Chi is a great balance work. In fact, in one of the studies they did, they found that you can work one-on-one with a balanced physical therapist, or you can do a group Tai Chi class. They both have the same outcome. Both have the same effect on your balance. And this is a lot more fun, isn't it? Especially with dad jokes, if I could ever get to it. I was reading it just before I got in here. Where did it go? Oh man, I should have kept it up. There is I'm on a group site with dad jokes, and somebody said, hey, I'm going camping with Cub Scouts, so I need some great dinosaur jokes. Have to be family appropriate, but that I can lay on the Cub Scouts. So hit me up with some dinosaur jokes. And there was just like, there was some really funny dinosaur jokes. And now I can't find them. Lucky for you guys, huh? Today is who said yes? You're leaving? Is that what you said? I'm joking. Well, rats. I cannot find them. Oh man, they were like, how come T-Rex can't pick his nose? Because he's dead. How come they're only digging up old dinosaur bones? Because there's no new dinosaur bones. What's the problem with dinosaur jokes? They're all old. Hey, you're leaving with him? All right, I can't find it. Maybe it is your lucky day. I can't find. There was several of dinosaur jokes, and they were pretty good. I thought they were pretty funny. So maybe there's a reason I can't find them. Is that what you're saying? I remember the best ones. Maybe that was it. So I have this weird compulsion to arrange bowls and plates by size. My doctor said it's a rare dish order. Apparently you do. There was another one here. I think I told you what that one last time. Well, boy, I'm just okay. All right, I'm drawing blanks on dad jokes today. So your lucky day. See, you should go play the lottery. So Sitting up, nice and straight and tall. I'm glad your physical therapist recommended you for this. That's awesome. Mhm. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, this is the Chinese version of physical therapy going back like thousands of years, like the 1600s. Even good proof read. Tai Chi actually started in they think there's written proof it goes back to the 1600s. There's pretty good evidence it goes back to like the 1200s. So that's a long time. That's a lot of physical therapy, right? So sitting up nice and straight and tall, not using the back of the chair, feet flat on the floor, 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower leg. Rock forward on the pelvis, float the head towards the ceiling. So I'm sitting up nice and straight and tall. Good way to practice sitting like this every so often. When you're watching the Cardinals in between games, or if not flipping back and forth between the Blues and the Cardinals. Yeah, I know how you are. Pardon me? Yeah, previous channel. And they won that game, came from behind. This is something you can do. Sit up nice and straight and tall, all right? So turning to the right-hand side of the chair, prayer hand position, gently pushing against that right wall, opening up the left leg simultaneously. Keep the knee above the ankle. And come back to center. Pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg. Feel that nice stretch. And come back to center. One more time, pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg. Feel that nice stretch in the hip. And then we come back to center. Relax the hands down. Shifting to the left side. Same thing. Pardon me. Prayer hand position. Gently push against the left wall. Open up the right leg. Keep the knee above the ankle. And come back to center. Pushing against the left wall. Opening up the right leg. And come back to center. One more time, push against the left wall, open up the right leg. Nice, gentle stretch. And then we come back to center, back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Turn back to center and shake those legs loose. All right, next exercise, lifting the knee up, pushing the foot down, keeping the back straight as you're doing this. Remember, if you lift the head, kind of gently, imagine someone is gently pulling on that silk thread, lifting your head towards the ceiling as you're lifting the knee. That helps keep the body straight, all right? So sitting up nice and straight and tall, lifting up the left leg, hands behind us, keep that back straight, and relax. And then hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us, keeping the back straight, and relax. Good posture, everybody. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time, lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can, and relax. Same thing, other side, lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot like you're trying to drive it through the floor. Push, 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 and relax. Two more times, lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us, back and body stay straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time, keep looking straight ahead, lifting up the right knee, keeping the back straight, keeping the body straight. Don't forget the smile, and relax the hands down. I need to find those dinosaur jokes. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. All right. Everybody having fun? Thank you very much. Heel kick next. All right. 4 motions with the leg. I'm going to lift the leg up without leaning back. Kicking the leg out, heel kick. Push out on the heel, up on the toe. And then we lift the leg back up, pause in this position. Don't use your hand. Let your body do whatever it can do, and then float the foot to the ground. All right? We don't like to grab onto our knee because we can actually hurt our shoulder that way, and we don't want to do that. All right? So keep the back straight, keep the body straight, punch out the opposite hand, smile like a kid in a candy store. All right? Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let it hover there, and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. And then picking up the right leg, let it hover, float the foot to the ground. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let it hover, float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. Picking up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. We're halfway there. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let that foot hover, float the foot to the ground. Good job. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out left fist. And then picking up the right leg, let that foot hover, let it float. Bring the foot to the ground. One more time, sitting up, nice and straight and tall. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out left fist. And then picking up the right leg and floating the foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. Yeah. I'm laughing, so I'm making juice now, which is a bright red color. And I spilled some of it as I was putting it into the fridge last night. And I thought I got it all cleaned up until I did the heel kick and went, oh, it's there on my shoe. I was like, I need to clean the toe of my shoe up a little bit. So, all right. There's red juice everywhere. Lovely. All right. Toe kick, same thing, just pointing the toe forward instead of pointing the toe up. Stretching different muscles. Still, you keep the same smile though, or even better, all right? Hands loosely gripped at the belt line, or I'll tell dinosaur jokes. I'll find them eventually. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Nicely done. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out the left fist. Picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out the left fist. Picking up the right leg and floating the foot to the ground. Halfway there, 2 more left. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out right fist. And then pick up that left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. And then picking up the right leg, let it float. Bring it to the ground 1 more time. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist, opposite hand. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. And then picking up the right leg and floating the foot to the ground. Awesome. Shake those legs loose. Feel your legs now. Between those other exercises and these two, the heel kick, toe kick. That's a lot of work on your legs, which is good. We need to keep our legs strong, right? Awesome. Any questions about anything we did? All right. Um, Alan's not here, so you may have to start thinking up questions, all right? All right. So stand if you're able to. There's a lot of, there's several different answers there. I think what I'm recalling is like 7 billion years old, but. Oh, okay. See, there's a lot of variation there. So, see, I'm a Monty Python fan, so I wonder how fast a swallow flies. That's just my Monty Python side coming through. If anybody, yeah, you're a Monty Python fan, I can see it from your laugh. If anybody has ever watched Monty Python, that was one of the questions: was how fast can a swallow fly? An English swallow, wasn't it? I believe so. I believe it was an English swallow. All right, ankle exercise. Weight shifts to the right, left foot touch heel and toe. Nice and slow. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Pause for just a minute. Make sure you have a bend in the right knee. All right? You're not locking the knee out. Nice, gentle bend. Heel and toe, heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. And then shift weight left, keeping a bend in the left knee. Again, this helps you if you start to like kind of feel like you're falling back, bend that knee a little more, okay? So weights on the left, right foot touch heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, use your chair, that'll help you. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. And that concludes the country western portion of the exercise. Second ankle exercise, weight shifts to the right, left foot touch little toe and big toe. Outside, inside, little toe and big toe. Then shift weight to the left, right foot, little toe and big toe. Keep looking straight ahead, little toe, big toe, outside and inside. And then we come back to center, back to Wu Ji. Awesome. All right, questions on those exercises? Think of how much better it would be. So I'm here Thursday and Friday. A couple of you come both days. Most of you come one day a week. But think about before I come here next Thursday, if you were to do those warm-up exercises just once between now and then, think of how much better you would be. That's almost, I mean, most of you come in here once a week. So if you do it one more time, that's twice as effective, right? Just doing it one time, it becomes twice as effective. And then you start feeling better. So maybe you do it 2 more times. But just start with one time. Just set a goal, on Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to go ahead and go through the warm-up exercise. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to do them. Probably don't know all 12. That's okay. Do whichever ones you know. Maybe you know all of them. That's awesome. Tune into this broadcast and have it remind you of what all 12. I'm pointing there because the computer is recording, but you can go to the ABDA website and pull up this very class, and it'll walk you through those warm-up exercises. But just do them once. Just start with once. Don't go, man, every day I'm going to do those, because that's a goal that's really hard to achieve. So just start with a small goal. I'm going to do it one time before I see Craig again next week, and I'm going to go through those exercises. And then you'll start feeling better and go, maybe I'll do it 2 times You know, I'll do it on like Sunday and Tuesday or Sunday, Wednesday or something like that. Okay? It's a good goal to set for yourself. I'm doing a lot of this with my cancer and everything. I'm setting goals and I'm trying to make them obtainable goals instead of going, I'm going to do all this stuff at one time and I know I'll never, you know, achieve all of that. I'm just setting one goal at a time and, you know, trying to execute on that goal. And some days I miss and I don't get mad at myself. It's just like, you know what? Do better the next day, right? All right. So, hokey pokey time. That's what it's all about. So, I'm not here. Tapping the heel in front of us, empty. Tapping the toe behind us, also empty. Keeping plenty of space between our feet. All right. As we transition, don't just swing your leg back and forth, but lift the leg, touch the heel, lifting the leg, touching the toe. All right. I want everyone in this room to be aware of lifting your knees when you walk. So you're not shuffling when you walk, but you actually lift your knees when you walk. Okay? Use your chair, stay safe. All right? Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, empty, left heel, hands behind us or using the chair. I lift the knee as I transition, empty, left toe, hands in front of us. Use your chair, stay safe. Lifting the knee, empty on the heel, hands behind us. Lifting the knee, empty on the toe. Try and keep all your weight on the right. One more time, keeping the weight right, lifting the knee, empty left heel, hands behind us. And then lifting the knee, empty left toe, hands in front of us. And come back to center. Shifting the weight to the left, keeping a bend in the left knee. Empty right heel, hands behind us. Lift the knee as you transition. Empty right toe, hands in front of us. Lifting the knee, empty on the heel. Try and keep all your weight left. Lifting the knee, empty on the toe. One more time, sing along with me. You put your right foot in. Put your right foot out. And come back to center. See, that's how you remember that exercise, right? All right. Still haven't gotten Dr. Lamb to adopt that, calling that one the exercise the hokey pokey. I even said it in front of him and he laughed, but he never changed his name for it. So, all right. So, building off of that exercise, bow stance. All right. Be careful. Use your chair. All right. Weight shifts to the right, keeping a bend in the right knee. I step out empty with the left foot. And then I shift about 70% of the weight onto that left foot. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Other side, weight shifts to the left. Use the chair, stay safe. Stepping out empty with the right foot, shifting weight right, 70% of the weight on the right. Keep that back heel down. Weight shifts back, don't move the feet yet, and come back to center. Weight shifts to the right, stepping out empty left, shifting left. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Weight shifts to the left, stepping out empty right, and 70% of the weight goes to the right. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Awesome. So use your hips to shift the weight. So we step out empty. You can see where my weight is because you can see where my hips are over that back leg. As I shift my weight forward, I drive the hips forward, which shifts my weight forward. When I want to shift my weight back, I push back on the hips. I drive the hips backwards, and then I come back to center. So I'm not doing this to shift my weight. I'm doing this to shift my weight. Okay? So weight shift to the right, stepping out empty left foot. Driving the hips forward to shift the weight forward. Keep that back heel down at this point. And then weight shifts back and come back to center. Weight shifts to the left, stepping out empty right, shifting weight right, keep that left heel planted, and weight shifts back, come back to center. All right, if you want to, add the hands. So hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Weight shifts to the right, stepping out empty left. Weight shifts left, punching out right fist. Keep that back heel down. Weight shifts back, don't move the feet yet, and then come back to center. Other side, weight shifts left, stepping out empty right, shifting right, punching left, bow stance once again. Bring that weight forward, beautiful. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Now, don't be staring at your feet, look straight ahead. Tai Chi was developed as a martial art, a way to defend yourself. If you're looking at your feet, you don't see who's coming at you, right? You look straight ahead, you can see who's coming at you, right? Weight shifts to the right, stepping out empty left foot, shift left, punching right, bow stance. Use the chair if you need to. Weight shifts back, come back to center, and then weight shifts to the left, stepping out empty right, shifting right, punching left, bow stance. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Awesome. Good job. Questions about that? Sure. So you have like 4 major weight shifts. So your first shift, in this case, I'm shifting to my right leg. I'm keeping a bend in the right knee. Make sure your body is straight in this direction and also from this perspective. You step out empty with your front foot, left foot, you step out empty, so there's no weight. Setting the foot down, but again, no weight on that front foot. Then you shift 70% of the weight, 30% of the weight, punching out the opposite hand. The back and body stay straight. So if you look at me from this perspective or this perspective, my body is nice and straight. I'm not leaning forward, all right? Then you shift the weight back to that right leg, keeping the body straight once again, and then bring the left foot back in and center your weight 50-50. Okay? Known as the bow stance, short for bow and arrow stance. So when you're, do it this way. When I'm this way, the Chinese named it this way because this is the bow and this is the arrow. So we took that bow and arrow stance to bow stance. Okay? Awesome. Let's have a seat. Let's do some meditation together, shall we? One second. Yeah. So an interesting thing has occurred with me. As I talked about before, I'm doing several different things to help me with my cancer, exercising more, meditating more, and I've gone to more of a plant-based diet. So if anybody has any good barbecue recipes for juice, that would be awesome. I haven't found any yet. However, so I have something known as white coat hypertension. I'm sure some of you probably have it here, yeah. So when I go to the doctor's office, my blood pressure is normally a little higher. So my wife is a cardiologist, so she goes, you have white coat hypertension. But something unusual happened. I think it's from the meditation that I've been doing. So I meditate almost 10 minutes every day. There's some really good meditations out there for anti-cancer meditations. So I'm doing that about 10 minutes a day. But last week I went to a radiation oncologist, and I expected my blood pressure to be pretty high. It was actually 143 over 83. So pretty good blood pressure. My wife was amazed. She was like, what? Because normally it's much higher. And then I went to the gentleman who operated on my wrist, and I saw him on Wednesday, and my blood pressure was a little higher there. I was at, I'm trying to remember, it was 152 over 96, I think it was. So it was a little higher there, but still lower than what it normally was. It was normally even higher. And so I'm becoming firmly convinced I'm seeing my blood pressure lower because I used to be on a high blood pressure medicine. I am not anymore. So that's one tangible way that meditation can help you. And the other thing is I know some people. I don't know if anybody in this room has a problem. Some people with Parkinson's disease, their blood pressure jumps up and down. It's really hard to regulate the blood pressure. Pardon me? Mm-hmm. The labor hypertension. Lay-back hypertension. All right. So that's sometimes is very common. So meditation is said to help that also. Um, so that may be something you want to consider. Now, I have found I started trying to do meditation at home, and I was having a little trouble getting into it. I'm so used to guiding it, I wasn't used to letting it come to me. So I went to YouTube and found there are tons of meditation videos on YouTube. And I think everybody here has a computer and access to the internet. And so if you go to YouTube, and once you're in YouTube, search meditation videos. Now, there's several different kinds of meditation. So um, we're doing like a progressive relaxation video would probably be the one to search. But there are tons of free videos up there on YouTube, and that can help guide you through meditation. So if you're having a problem with blood pressure, maybe that's something to consider. All right. Though I've seen it help tremors, I've seen it help dyskinesia, I've seen it help foot freezing. So a lot of um, commonalities of Parkinson's disease, I've seen it help it. So maybe something to consider, right? Try doing it every day. Seems to help. Okay. All right. You can get the light. Let's work our mind. Let's do a little bit of meditation. So sit back in your chair if you want to. I want you to be nice and relaxed. Closing the eyes, taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, clear your mind of any thoughts. Call it cleansing the mind. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, clearing the mind of any thoughts, staying in the present right now. Start with our feet. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your feet. Exhaling through your feet. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through our feet, relaxing our feet. Onto the legs, taking a big, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, we're breathing out through our legs, relaxing our legs. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the legs, relaxing the upper leg, relaxing the lower leg, relaxing your knee. Onto the hips. Stay focused on your breathing. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, relax your hips. Relax your bottom. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through our hips, relaxing all those muscles in our hips. Onto the belly. Taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, we're breathing out through the navel, relaxing all the muscles at the front of the belly. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the navel, relaxing all those muscles at the front of the belly. Onto the inner stomach. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through that inner stomach, relaxing the inner stomach. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the inner stomach, letting go of your tension, letting go of your anxiety, letting go of your anger. Let's do that again, taking a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, we're breathing out through that inner stomach, relaxing the inner stomach. Onto the lower back. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through that lower back, relaxing the lower back. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through the lower back, relaxing our lower back. Moving on to the whole body. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through the whole body, relaxing the whole body. Inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, breathing out through our skin. Exhaling through the whole body, letting go of any tension you have, letting go of any anxiety you have. Do that one more time, taking the long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, breathing out through the whole body, relaxing our whole body. And that's probably a good place to stop. Just give yourself a moment. Whenever you feel ready, open up your eyes. Feel how relaxed you are. Sometimes meditation can bring emotions to the surface. That's okay, right? There's a reason God gave us emotions, right? And so sometimes when we quiet the mind, our emotions start pouring forth. I took one of my classes. A lady had been with me for a while. The class as a whole did meditation. It was on a Zoom class. And afterwards, she stayed after and said, you know, my husband passed away 3 years ago. She said, I've always been angry that he's passed away. Always been angry with God. She said, this is the first time doing meditation that I felt at peace that with his passing. I wasn't mad at God. It's an interesting way to look at it. Meditation can affect a lot of things. So, all right, you guys looked awesome. So we'll turn on the overhead light so it'll get bright in here. Have yourselves an awesome week. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to April next Tuesday, right? All right. You guys have a great day. Have a great weekend. Keep your eye to the sky on Sunday. We're supposed to be getting some bad weather. Not as bad as what we had a week ago or a week and a half ago, whatever that was. I don't know. Time will blue. But Sunday, they're talking about potential for severe weather. So be careful. All right? All right. Have a great week. Thank you. Sure. Thank you.